Elevated boatway, an innovative concept of mass transportation. The key idea is anything which is floating can be drifted by wind. Not much water is required. In fact, very thin water layer is enough to keep the boat floating and being drifted by the wind. Beauty of the project is that it's noiseless transportation. When so many boats are pushing and pulling in the same direction in a closed loop, there is a surplus energy that can be converted to electrical energy. Just imagine the sight of so many colorful and peaceful boats moving around in the city at elevated level. Entire system is being run by free, natural and renewable source of energy. It could be a salient tourism attraction also because it's one of its kind in the entire world. Here is a comparative explanation vis-a-vis standard or general arrangement of metro rail structure. It is conceptualized on the similar lines, that is, it will be aligned on the median of the road. Height of the viaduct will be kept similarly 5.5 meters from the road level. Width of the vessel is manageable by 3 meter by 7 meter. Entire width of the section is not more than 7 meter, which is about 20% shorter than the width of the metro rail structure. Depth of submergence is not more than a feet or 1.5 feet. Height of parapet is also kept hardly 3/4 of a meter so that passengers inside the vessel can enjoy the view outside. And these are the protective low friction wheels so that boat is not tilted by wind and rubbed against the wall. Here is the calculation for weight and upthrust. Assuming a standard passenger weight of 80 kg and seating capacity per vessel is 38, this calculation shows that not much depth is required. Even loaded condition requires only 25 centimeters of depth and empty requires hardly 8 centimeters. These are the calculation justifying sail areas. This table shows that required sail width is 3 meters by 2.5 meters for each set of sail, where each boat is carrying a pair of such sails. This is the explanation of wind sail arrangement over the viaduct. This arrangement shows general schematic plan. Each track consists of 3 sets of cables. 2 are stationary cables with which stationary boats are clamped, and the one which is green is moving cable with which the moving boats are clamped. And here it is the automatically adjusting wind sails, which are governed by microprocessors. Next slides will show you how sails adjust automatically according to wind direction and how boat moves with the wind. This was wind from the north, the wind from the south, from east or west. This is how both the tracks are seen in different wind orientation. This is the arrangement at terminal buildings. At terminal building, large pulleys are connected with the windmills at terminals for extra thrust to the moving cable or energy to the system. For assessment of financial viability, we have considered a pilot stretch for this concept from CST rail terminus via Fort and Churchgate to Nariman Point area in South Bombay, India. We chose this stretch because it has a huge volume of pedestrians who walk around 2 kilometers daily, and boatway is a very fine alternative as time saving and comfortable for pedestrians. The reason of high volume of pedestrians in this area is because there is a densely populated cluster of business zones, residential zones, and shortage of other transport modes and the space. These are the cost calculation for financials. Estimation. We estimate daily revenue in the range of 53 lakhs per day, keeping the lowest fare as 5 rupees and the maximum fare not more than 20 rupees. If we take the commercial life of the project as 10 years, means if we run it for 10 years and hand it over back to authorities or to the next concessionaire after 10 years, and cost of capital as 12%, we achieve a profitability of 1.48 and internal rate of return as 22%. And mind that these calculations do not include the usual benefits of tax holidays and the carbon offsets. So boatway seems to be a highly profitable venture if we compare the internal rate of return of 8% of usual metro projects. Ultimate aim of the mankind beyond the numbers on time and money remains the sustainability. Wind and other clean renewable energy will help end our reliance on fossil fuels and combat the threat that climate change poses to humans and the earth. There are immense possibilities of dual use for transport and power generation along coastal stretches. Even higher speeds are achievable if we improve upon the technologies deployed. Thank you.